All right, let's talk about some Detroit Pistons talk. Couple subjects to talk about. Derrick Rose proposed trade from the 76ers that stunk, in my opinion. And let's start off with Blake Griffin, though. All right, Blake Griffin is out for the season officially, and I'll tell you why. But we back, Motor City Sports Talk. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Everybody showing the channel. Best way to help us out is to share the video. All right, so the reason why Blake is officially out, the Pistons were granted a disabled player exception, all right, at $9.2 million, I believe. So they have $9.2 million they probably can use in a trade or bring a player in at that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So with them being granted that exception, Blake Griffin is officially out. And I believe everybody already knew with Blake having the additional knee surgery to clean loose bodies out the knee, that he's probably going to be out for the season, and they won't go make the same mistake twice and try to bring him back prematurely. So, Blake is officially out. So they got $9.2 million to play with a trade exception as well. It's not required. They're going to use it. It's not known if they're going to use it. But usually with the salaries they got enough salaries on the team to pretty much match whatever offer they get. So they probably won't use it. The Pistons are $4,000 away from reaching the luxury tax. So that 9.2 don't stop them from going into the luxury tax. So it's one of the reasons they probably won't use it, even in the trade or bringing somebody else in. I don't think it's anybody out there right now that's worth it. I mean, Derrick Collison is coming back, but I think he wants to play in L.A. for a championship contender and go back in the UCLA area. So I don't think he would want to come here. Overseas season could be ending soon for some guys, but I pretty much think the Pistons are going to pretty much tank, especially if you see the movement of Andre Drummond and Derrick Rose. Now Blake is out. I think they're going to tank. But, if they started putting together a run, maybe that might come in handy. But Blake is out. He should have been out the second half of last season. He should have been out until he was 100% healthy. Too much money invested in Blake. Obviously, they should have traded Blake Griffin last year at the trade deadline when his stock was at its highest. But, at the end of the day, I think they really wanted Blake to be an attraction, but Blake is no longer that attraction where he dunking on people like that. His game was totally different. It's more below the rim type game. And, he didn't help us win ball games. It wasn't his fault. It's just that the team just wasn't good enough around him to win ball games. But he definitely could have helped the Denver out. That definitely could have helped, somebody else out there to be a winner. But it is what it is. I don't expect them to use that being so close to the luxury tax. There's a lot of penalties and current money coming on a luxury tax, So I don't expect them to do that, man. But hopefully Blake get better. He come back and contribute. I think the team is going to look really, really young next year. If they do what I believe they're going to do and tear the team down, and they're going to need a leader in Blake Griffin to show the young guys, how to deal with the pressure, how to be pros and stuff of that nature. So he's going to play a big, big part in that. But let's talk about the 76ers. They sent the offer of Jonah Bolden, a second-round pick, and Zaire Smith, which Bolden and Smith are in the G League. Now, Smith is, out of Texas Tech. He's 20 years old. I think he's around 6'3". I think he's a marksman from three-point land. But he basically a potential guy. You know what I'm saying? He's really a potential guy. The 76ers hold him to a high standard. They got a lot of hope for what he's going to be doing. But right now, he would come to Detroit and play if they was to trade Derrick Rose for him. But I think they get more for Derrick Rose than a second-round pick and Zaire Smith and Jonah Bolden, two G League players. So the 76ers don't have much to offer. You know what I'm saying? I think they were trying to move Al Horford. I don't think he's happy there. Don't forget, Al Horford is from Grand Blanc, Michigan. People forget that. But I think they want to get rid of Al Horford. I heard he's not happy there, in the role that he's playing. He's been playing a lot better since Joel Embiid been out. So they can't figure that out. So Al Horford may be a player that they might acquire to get some more. They might get in a 3-team trade or to get some more assets in. But they don't have a lot there. It's pretty much Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Al Horford, Josh Richardson, and Tobias Harris. And I don't think they want to get rid of the majority of those guys that I said. Maybe Al Horford and bring more picks. They don't have enough shooting. They got a lot of D. They don't have enough shooting. And they just don't have enough players, to go deep into their bench. You know, they playing a lot of guys that ain't ready yet, that's inexperienced, and that's the problem with Philadelphia, right along with their coach. But if I'm the Pistons, I'm not about to, I'd rather keep Derrick Rose. For real. At least Derrick Rose will be driving people to the Little Caesars to see him play while he on this hella stretch. So I'm not trading Derrick Rose. I'm not really looking to trade Derrick Rose for nothing cheap or nothing that's below market value. You probably gonna have to give me below. I'm above market value for Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what they can offer. That's what they wouldn't offer. Obviously, when offers come, counter offers are supposed to be there. But really, I don't see nobody on that team that'd be willing to give up for Derrick Rose. So Philly will have to get another team involved. But I really like the situation where if they can trade Derrick Rose and Morris and Kennard or whoever else, and they can get Kyle Kuzma, I like that trade better. But I'm hearing that the Bulls and the Lakers could be working on the Kuzma, Zach LaVine type of deal like that, but the Bulls can't be that stupid. You know what I'm saying? Zach LaVine and Kyle Kuzma not equal right now. And if I'm Kyle Kuzma, I'm not trying to go to Chicago. That organization is terrible. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the Pistons organization right now. That organization been terrible outside of Michael Jordan. Jerry Krause is the reason Michael Jordan retired early by getting rid of Phil Jackson. So that organization has been bad outside of Michael Jordan. Without Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls don't have any history. You know what I'm saying? And they failed to they ran Derrick Rose into the ground with Tom Thibodeau. If it wasn't for Tom Thibodeau, Derrick Rose never would have broke down there early, playing him all them hard minutes in situations that wasn't, they'd be up by 20 or down by 50 in the fourth quarter. He still have Derrick Rose out there. Tom Thibodeau was one of the worst coaches of all time. But as far as the fit, you do want young players with potential like Zaire Smith. And you want to be able to tap into that potential. But he's 6'3". He ain't even that big. You know what I'm saying? You don't really tired of the smaller backcourts. So I think the Pistons want to go a little bit bigger, especially, with Sayoko with the wing. I think they want to go with the length. Christian Woods, and you can bring Kyle Kuzma here. They want to go with the length. If I can't get Kuzma, if I can't get nobody that I feel that's equal value, above equal value for Derrick Rose, I keep Derrick Rose. Because Derrick Rose is going to keep people coming down to Little Caesars Arena. If I can't get a young, promising player that's on the cusp or really got all-star potential, nah, I'm straight. If I can't get a Kuzma, you know what I'm saying, or somebody like that, man, nah. And you got to do good by Derrick Rose. You can't send him somewhere like Memphis. You can't send him somewhere like Sacramento, or you can't send him somewhere like New York. You can't do that to Derrick Rose, man. You got to send Derrick Rose to a winner. Now, Philly is a winner. It's still close to Chicago. It ain't that far, so it works out. So it depends on what Derrick Rose want to do. I think Derrick Rose enjoy kind of, being the face of a franchise and scoring the points and doing what he do. I think he enjoyed doing that. And I don't know if he want to get a championship or not, and he kind of want to take a backseat to LeBron. But I think they will stagger his minutes in L.A., and I think he'd be huge in L.A. I think they will stagger his minutes with L.A. I'm not sure how him and LeBron will play, but I think he'd be an excellent fit for the Clippers, to be honest. I do. I think he'd be a good fit for them. They need a guy like him. Him and Patrick Beverly can be able to stagger minutes. That'll be good. Him and Lewis Williams and Montrez with the second unit. That'll be a good move for Derrick Rose to go out to the Clippers and hoop. But I don't know what they got to offer, to be honest. They do got a first-round pick, and maybe you do a first-round pick and you match the salaries up. With a guy like Mo Harkless, he got close in salary, and you send Mo Harkless to the Pistons or something like that for Derrick Rose in the first round pick, or however like that. But like I said, it's a human element to one Derrick Rose to be in a situation that's going to be in the champion. That's going to be championship worthy, in my opinion. So that's just how I'm looking at it. But like I said before, to wrap it up, Blake Griffin out for the season. Sixers come with a weak offer. They throw that first round draft pick in. Maybe that's something we could think about. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Best way to donate to the channel is share the video, but the information in the description if you want to make a donation. And don't forget to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. You're definitely going to like it over there. Really, really active channel. And other than that, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Blake Griffin being out for the season and the disabled player exception they got for $9.2 million in D Rose and the Sixers trade proposal. We gone.